Hey.
What is happening, crew? What's happening, big bad woo woo daddy?
Well, the Woo Woo Dad is enjoying the weather. We're having a beautiful little day here, nice and sunny. And as I always do, I encourage people to get out in it with your friends and family. So I'm going to try to keep this stream a little shorter today so I can get back outside with my dogs and continue building our sauna, which I am building. Yes, I'm excited. How's
The
your day
only
going, Brent?
the only word that we took from the Swedes, right?
Finish the
Finish.
fins. Yeah. Sauna. Yeah.
Sauna.
Not sauna.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
Of course, we say it wrong.
Right. Yeah. Who knew Americans would butcher the languages
I know.
of the world? We're pretty good at that.
And don't forget mathematics. So
Right. Yeah. That too.
I kind of like our system, though. I kind of like.
Gender, we mess with all of it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey everybody,
Yeah.
Alcon, what's up, bro?
Al's Pond, Cody in the house.
Cody.
Yeah.
Our conversation, bro. Wow.
Yeah.
We boiled it down, Dad. We got to that place of where friends get where you're able to talk about anything and kind of the total vulnerability and what you and I have. And
Right.
we both kind of kept landing on this point, of what he's getting into and what he wants to do. He's got an opportunity to share crypto and his knowledge with a group of people he's close with, and we both kind of boiled it down and got to inspiration. It's about inspiring.
Sure.
It's up to the individual to make any changes or any tweaks or to get inspired themselves, but to be in that state of giving and inspiration yourself, and then to speak on things that we feel like are going to benefit other people is I think is what it's all about.
Yeah, and actually he had a roundtable. I want to say he had like 8 people signed up or something like that who are actually going to sit down and be interested in what he has to say about crypto, and they're new to crypto. That's such a great place. What a neat thing to be involved in. And yeah, it's going to be fun. It's funny when I talk with people on the phone. Cody just brought something up. When I talk with people on the phone on a personal level, seldom do we talk about crypto. That's just really not my thing. That's what I talk about on my channel, and that's what I talk about on this live stream. But I really want to talk. I really want to hear who you are and what your life's all about, and what makes you tick, and what makes what do you think's fun? What makes you happy? So that's really cool. Yeah. So we got England. We got a couple of UKs in here already. Nice.
Vlad, my good sir.
Yes.
Thank you for the love.
Yep. From the UK, who else is in here?
Wow, what a cool comment.
Uh-oh. Must have been to you.
So metaphoric, the theme here, the crew, like the selected ones who sail the new world. Man, that's the best. That's the best.
That's good.
Comment I've ever heard, man. That is so cool.
That's good stuff right there.
Yeah. It was the right name, Dad. It was the right name.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah, we got Bruno just as soon as the camera comes on, he's trying to get in the camera shot here.
Yeah, nice.
He's been out digging holes, so he's covered in dirt.
Well, get him in here.
Yeah, just so I can go around and step in them all.
Yeah.
It's all good
stuff.
There's
some serious holes going on that property.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the squirrels and gophers have no chance.
Right.
Uh,
Shout
so
out
Brittany,
Ukraine. Hello to
nice.
you.
We got
Brittany, my love, what's up?
yeah, Brittany. We got Ukraine. Wow, we got our Romania. Yeah,
Wow.
PA farmhouse. Look at everybody's in. Oh, that's cool. Joanna's in. Bruno Love. We got. Oops, sorry about that. I've got dogs all over me here. But it's all good. No, I
Much
don't care.
love to the Pennsylvania farmers of the world.
And we got the better half in the room as well.
The
She did her
brains.
show earlier
The
today.
brains of the outfit.
Yeah. Yep. We need to. Yeah. We need to say something Elizabeth brought up. I'm sure Joanna's brought it up to me a million times too, but if you guys in our live stream here could sign up for our X or our Twitter account, we could get closer and closer to actually being able to get on Twitter Spaces, and that would get us to the point where we'd really like to take the show, which is actually being able to click on your question or click on you and actually hear your words and somewhat interview you or ask your question, and you could chime in like it's a, I'm an old guy, so AM talk radio kind of thing would really be a lot of fun. And I think we just need more subscribers in X to go to X Spaces. So yeah, that'd be fun because I want to hear you guys' questions. I don't want to just read them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
when
hear you
I
guys
go on
talk.
there, I try to find all of you. So that will be my mission, is to go on there, try to find some stuff to post. But if you all are posting things, we can repost that, and we can build a community through you. That is what I love about Twitter.
Yeah,
One of the few
it's gonna be
things.
a blast.
Yeah,
I
it's gonna be
can't
cool.
wait. Yep.
Yeah, then we get to hear from you. That's the best.
So getting some comments. You know what's really amazing to me? Vlad just said, how many people enjoyed the last couple of videos I did? I think it's really because I make them about us. It's really about us, guys, and I really want to. I always try to put us in the puzzle, and because most of my videos are 20, 25 minutes long, somewhere in that video, I'm going to talk about what the whole thing means to you, and that's really what my channel is about. So, so many people, new people, have come to the channel recently, and it's just amazing to see everybody get excited about, because that's what this thing's about. Like, we can all sit around and talk numbers, number go up, Lambo, all that stuff, but it's really what kind of community you're going to have when y'all do well, or you're going to have money to be on a retreat, do a retreat together, and we can all hang out, and we can have so much fun that way. Hang on, I'm going to put the cat out.
H-bar's the real deal, folks. It's certainly one I'm looking at to, not just own, but see what they do, see how it all ends up working out in this kind of expanding blockchain world. And it's one of the handful of projects I've been really excited about in the last 6 months. I mean, it's just, as soon as I started to understand it, it's like, okay, they're innovating here. Okay,
Which one is that? Sorry.
H-bar.
Oh God, yeah, H-bar,
dude.
Yeah, it's got.
We need people to think that way.
Yeah, and it's such a long-term play. It's really, it's the next level. It's as we all know, or most of us already know, it's beyond blockchain, really. So it's going to be really fast. If you've ever listened to the founder of that speak, did I ever send you that video that he just did recently, Brent?
No,
it's just
what's he on about?
It's mind blowing how positive he is about where the space is going. but
Mhm.
he's a numbers geek guy. He's like a mathematical genius, but he's able to relate it. It's just
Good.
like it's
Perfect.
yes,
Perfect.
right,
Just stay
finally.
right there, dude. Just stay
Yeah.
right there.
Oh, speaking of really smart people, I wanted to bring up T's crypto. Uh, I watched a show he did yesterday. Wow. I don't know if you guys caught that show.
Tease crypto.
T's crypto. It was so good. I was like, man, this guy just nailed this. And the beginning of it's kind of slow. He kind of stumbles around a bit, but once he gets rocking, he just like lays it out. Um,
I have watched him before, Dad. He is awesome.
Guy is really smart. He's an IT guy and he's just sharp and he understands XRP to a T. Wow. Uh, Practical woo woo. Wow, wow. Go up in value. I don't know. Well, we have some ladies in the house. Very nice.
Nice.
Yeah. T. Yes, Jesse. T is awesome. Yeah. I'm not. How do I put this politely? He knows a lot about IT and he talks a lot about big money, but I don't think he really understands big money the way um, maybe he and I really disagree with a lot of his opinions about big money that way. But that's okay. That's what this world's about, is not having the same views on every subject. We all learn together. So much better that way. Yeah, T knows his stuff. If anybody knows anything about XRP, it's T. Yeah, he does. He's brilliant. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah.
50 says Bitcoin will not be finished being mined until 2140.
Right.
Wow, man, I didn't know it was that far out.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
that's good.
2140.
That's good
And
story.
in, let's see, 2034 will be 99% mined. So what? Less than a decade away, we'll only have 1% of all the Bitcoin left to be mined for that last 100 years or whatever that would be. 106 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And theoretically, if we see hyper Bitcoinization and
Yeah.
all this side money flood into it, I mean, that could be a very
Yeah.
mining could be a very, very profitable venture for the next 100 years.
And I don't know when it is, but somebody could probably put in the show notes down there that there's going to come a time when you won't mine a whole Bitcoin in a day. It's going to be Satoshis. So it's kind of crazy. That's a crazy
Yeah.
thought.
Interesting.
Yeah, Shay says a great point. He could see with the last percent of Bitcoin becoming so expensive that it wouldn't be get mined. Now, because it'd be worth your while to mine it because it'd be such an expensive coin. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like the expense of the computing power and whatnot might not be worth the price of the coin. However, I have to remind everybody, like somebody just mentioned, it's Hoofty put it out there. It's designed to work for the next 1,000 years. So not that it would or will, but it's designed that way because even after all the mining's done, not that any of us are going to be around for that, more than likely, but
I'll be back.
it's, yeah, right. In different form, we'll be here probably.
Mhm.
But it's set up that way so that even the people running the nodes will keep the system alive, even after mining. So that's really huge. Then it turns essentially into a stable coin, or not a stable coin, a staked coin,
Mhm.
if you will. Just running the nodes keeps the system alive.
Shay's got an interesting take. It might be so expensive at that point that it doesn't get mined. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's Yeah, kind of becomes a closed loop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um,
Actual available Bitcoin is far less than 21 million because such. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the other day. We've been using the numbers of 4 to 6 million coins being lost on computers and landfills or just gone. The new revised number is somewhere around 7 million. So there's
dang.
actually, yeah. So now they're, and how they figured that out, which is kind of interesting, is well, it was so many years ago that it was on Windows 95, if you will. And it was on a laptop that's 20 years old. So you would have upgraded and moved it to a new laptop in that period of time. Well, 7 point whatever million coins haven't done that. And you would think, well, why would I keep it on this old rotting computer? I would have upgraded computers or storage by now, is how they came up with that number. And I want to say it was even like 7.4 million or something like that. So what are we really talking about is 14 million Bitcoin, roughly.
Wow.
Amazing, right? Oh, and
Mhm.
did you guys hear Jeff Bezos got busted, basically.
What
He's
did he do?
yeah, he's buying Bitcoin and has been
Yeah.
buying Bitcoin. And so he finally got caught. He was eating lunch at a bistro with Michael Saylor. And Michael Saylor doesn't talk about anything else. So what, like, wait a minute, what was he doing? And he sold what, I don't know, $5 billion worth of Amazon last week or last month. So it's like,
Classic.
yeah. And then he got questioned about it. And then he just couldn't keep a secret anymore. He's like, well, whatever, it's a sound. I, I don't know. That's for my investment team to do, or whatever his answer was. It's like, well, his investment team knows enough about it.
Yep.
Yeah. It was fun.
Let's look at the things that have done better than our stock has in the last 10 years. Okay. Let me,
Right.
hmm.
Oh, I got it. Diversify. Or
And then,
wait a
well,
minute. What was the biggest blunder that guy ever made? Right? You guys remember this? He bought the Washington Compost, um, a newspaper, the Washington Post. Yeah. And he paid $1 billion for it, and it was losing $1 billion a year. And everyone's like, why would you buy that? And then it's like, oh, that's right. So he can spread propaganda.
mhm.
That's exactly why he bought it. There was no other reason. Why
Yeah.
would you buy something losing $1 million a year? And who reads damn news? I mean, I
I
use
remember you telling me
newspapers.
about that, man. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, duh. It, to get into the
Yeah.
eyes and the ears and the hearts of people is
Yeah.
worth at least that in his position. At least
Yeah.
buy 10 of those newspapers.
Yeah. It's not bad for starting the fire or, lying in the cat
Mhm.
box maybe or something,
Yeah.
but it's all digital now, I guess. But I don't think I've ever read that paper, but I'm sure
No,
it's, yeah.
no. I used to get USA Today so I could read the sports and weather. That was my newspaper career.
The two only relevant things in it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much it. Nate, what's up,
Mo.
Golden Age? Glad you're here.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm way behind on the chat here, but Mo just asked, what do we think of Quant? Love Quant. Love it. I think it's a great project. I think it's obvious going to be a big part of the moving forward of the whole banking system. I think if you've got a bunch of quant, you're doing really good. You're going to love life. I think this next bull run is going to hit these altcoins like we've never seen before. All the altcoins that have use case, real teams behind them. I have okay. All the things we just talked about, Bezos and other people buying these coins. The other guy is That was a very famous billionaires who also just came to buying crypto. If you look into what they're not buying other than Elon, like Dogecoin or any of these other meme coins. Stanford University, Arizona State, Harvard, all of these endowments have come clean and said, yeah, well, we've been buying Bitcoin for a while now. They're not coming clean and saying, yeah, we've been buying Dogecoin. They're that's that's conservative money is going to start at Bitcoin and then it's going to go to Ethereum as we talk about, and then it's going to go to XRP. So yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, pretty obvious they're doing the conservative route. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So quant eventually, yeah. Algorand one day, yeah. I mean, all of them. But let's get back to what we talked about last weekend for God knows how long. We know the public. Joe Sixpack, as I like to call him, he likes to go, okay, well, Bitcoin's 70 grand. Let's see, Ethereum's 4 grand. Shoot, $500 for Binance coin. Oh, here's one, XRP, 60 cents. I'll take a bunch of those. We're going to get a lot of that. So all your coins that are like, 4 cents and a dime and 20 cents, and because of everybody believes that that's the return on investment is going to be better in multiples for them. They can feel a lot better because, oh, I have 100,000 coins,
Yeah.
So yeah.
We had a question earlier, Dad. Get back to it here. From Run. Any tax saving ideas? My first obviously was hodling. Just holding on to your crypto, over a year if you can, and not selling it, right? So you hold on to it for a year, and then you go to sell, avoiding, the sales tax on that. So
yeah,
if you can, right? If you can, I think another benefit of hodling is when you have an asset like that, and then you go to sell it afterwards.
yeah.
That's about all I understand of it so far, Dad.
Well,
Because
the one
I
thing,
haven't really had to go through that.
one of the things you can do is one of the best ways to avoid paying tax with owning crypto is not a plug at all, but a lot of people are using them. Is I Trust Capital. So you can put your 401k and your retirement money in it, and then it's tax deferred, or actually, tax exempt over, I think it's over the age of 59 in the US. Don't quote me on that. But that's one of the ways you can not pay tax on capital gains with crypto. Now, there's many other ways, and there's, I'm not promoting not paying your tax, because honestly, I think that's probably not a good idea, because you're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble. And I would never promote that necessarily. But if you have a good tax accountant, he can really help you with other investments, how to start a company, how to start a, LLC or a family trust, or whatever you can do along those lines to really minimize your tax exposure. Let's put it that way.
Yep. Vlad said, "Stay the course, collateralized trust." Like it.
Yep.
Yep.
Simon's in the house.
What's up, Simone? Becky's here. Becky's early.
Nice, Beck. She napped early today. Love it. Do we have meatloaf tonight, Becky? I got to get some of that one day. Yeah. I'm a big fan of meatloaf.
We had the nicest day of the year here on Friday. It's getting a little cloudy and stormy-ish here, by the way,
Yeah.
Dad. So
What's the
we'll definitely keep you to an hour so
yeah.
you can build your sauna.
Ma, meatloaf.
The meatloaf.
Yeah. That's too good. That whole scene is just too good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. That one and the when he gets hit with a dart in the neck, just like
Wait, what?
it's just pure comedy. I'm sorry. That's just too good. Uh
Yeah. Cody and I were talking. We were talking serious Big Lebowski, because we're
oh,
huge fans.
yeah.
But yeah. Then you've got your Ace Venturas. You've got your Wedding Crashers. There was
Yeah.
some good. There was definitely some serious comedy coming out of my era.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
great stuff in every era, but I feel like we're
Yeah.
due a really good one. Anybody know of any great ones?
Wait a minute.
Classics.
Crock pot pineapple pork Asian style. Yes, please.
Oh.
Yes. Uh-huh. Now I've been
Ooh.
known to have some pork. I'm gonna have to try that. That sounds delicious. Almost like a sweet and sour pork.
I'm gonna go see my friends today and my niece, and we're doing a Filipino soup. I have
Ooh,
no other details than that, but I'm
that
very
sounds
excited. Very excited. My
yeah,
friend can cook. He and I work together in a restaurant. That dude can cook. So I
yeah.
expect it to be very serious. Yeah, you
Elizabeth
see
and
what
I are
happens,
having
Larry? Do you see
Elizabeth
what happens, Larry?
yeah.
When you tell people not to buy crypto and then you go out and buy it yourself, you look like an idiot to us. All of us. You look like an idiot, Larry.
Yeah,
Jeff.
that's just that is good, yeah. So it and then, Elizabeth and I are having of course, we eat this 3, 4 days a week, but we're having a ribeye steak. So,
Oh, here.
yes,
That's
indeed.
that's
Um, that's another passion I have is cooking, or I used to cook a lot more than I do now, but, I
yeah,
love to cook.
the best 5 meals I've had in my life are been ones you've prepared,
Oh, well,
for sure.
yeah, thanks.
The steak and the lobster tail in Florida, your
Yeah.
cheeseburger both times. To
Oh, yeah. Guys,
My
I make
dad's the
it
only person that makes a better cheeseburger than I do. The best.
man,
Dude.
I make a cheeseburger. Now, so not everybody likes, mushrooms and onions in their burger, but if you
Mhm.
do, I kind of grind them up and I put them in the burger, and then I do a sauce, and my sauce is like well, fig is my favorite, but I'll even do like a berry jam or something like that. Jam with bacon bits and butter, and you mix that up, and that becomes your topping on top of your burger. And for some reason, that sweet, sour, and salty on the burger with the smoky really works. In particular, with if you're into Thousand Island on your burger, that combination, oof, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, and a lot of enthusiasts are not really into, most people are like a lot of people are like, "I just want cheese and burger and tomato or lettuce," or whatever you're into.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
So,
good.
yeah,
I
I
think
love
the
it.
only way you can improve, Dad, there's a burger place here in California. It's actually in
Uh-huh.
Southern California in San Diego. But this place Hodad's does a mini, like, kinda comprised bacon
Yeah.
patty. It's like
Yeah.
they crunch it all up, and somehow they adhere it all together, and then you've
Yeah.
got this little bacon layer on your burger. It's serious.
It's so good.
They put it in Petco Park. It's that serious.
Shay, I had some Kiwi roommates, and they actually got me into putting beets on my burger, shredded a little bit, and it gives it kind of like a earthy flavor,
Mhm.
but not my jam. It's not that's not perfection. But I know almost every Kiwi and Aussie eats them that way. Um, they love them, and with a fried egg on it. So that was their thing. Like, dude, where's the fried egg on my burger? You missed it. Like, where? I'm like,
Yeah,
no, we don't eat it like that, man. Same
yeah,
breakfast here. Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, we like trying new stuff too, Robert. We're really into another San Diego guy, Sam the cooking guy. Sam the cooking guy will
He's
take
got a
any
YouTube channel.
he will
Yeah,
take any recipe and he will take it to the maximum, like we're
yeah,
trying to talk about right now. And
yep,
he's fun, and his kids, his sons, like us, just started their own thing. And so now he's working with his sons on it, and they're hilarious. So
yeah.
Sam the cooking guy, for anybody that doesn't know.
Yeah, Becky, Elizabeth and I eat beets almost every day, virtually every day. We, I don't know, you guys should try this in your life. Everybody should try something. We don't do breakfast, lunch, and dinner anymore. We pretty much do like a fruit or something in the morning if we're hungry in the morning, or like an oatmeal. But our oatmeal's kind of souped up with blueberry, blackberry, and pumpkin seeds and all kinds of good stuff in it. But we eat a big lunch, late lunch. That's what we do. We don't eat dinner. So it's kind of a fasting,
Mhm.
16-hour fast, if you will, or something like that. 18-hour fast. Yeah. Yes, beet greens. Yes, love them all in my garden. Lisa, hey girl.
Good to see you
Well,
all. Good to see you, Randall. Got the hope breaker. Hey there.
oh, thanks, Lisa, for uh, guys. I'm going to repeat this. Check out our follow us on Twitter that way, or X Twitter. Yeah, I like that. If you follow us on that, we're going to be closer and closer to being able to do live. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get on there more and talk to all of you. I'm just looking for
yeah,
you guys on there to add you. That's what we're doing.
yeah, that's
So if
right.
you're on there, find us or I'll find you.
Yeah, we've been doing Joanna, we do a bone marrow thing we do. The broth and bone marrow for gut. Really good for your gut. By the way, just so you guys know, Elizabeth and I went to we don't believe in drugs. We don't take drugs of any kind. We don't believe in modern medicine much. And I don't do much of any of that. I don't even take aspirin. That's me. You do what you do.
Mhm.
But we ended up having our blood taken. I don't think I've ever had my blood tested for the first time. Well, I'm 64 years old. And yeah. And all of our numbers were through the roof, like perfect health. Like we're plus rating on the life insurance policy. So anyway,
Yes.
it's not because we just eat perfect, clean, perfect food or any of that either. Although Elizabeth does now, pretty much. That's all she eats is really good food. Well, good if you believe it's good. The food
You're
you eat should be the food you believe is good.
you're both active too. You're very active, and that's it's clutch. It's
It is,
clutch.
yeah,
I mean, you got to
yeah,
keep moving.
right. And the spiritual well-being really helps with your health. Finding peace in life and happiness is really the key to life. Um, like right now, I mean, I love this show and I love everybody in it, but I'm really excited about going back out and finishing my project. So I really,
Yeah.
really love uh, life right now. I have so many fun things, and as you guys know, we work with a charity group. We do Hey, I tell you, everything's blowing up on us, and now crypto's in a bull market, and I'm so thankful and so blessed. Brent and I are so fortunate to have so many people that watch our channel and appreciate what we do, and it's a
Thank
blessing
you.
in life. Yeah, thank you
Thank you.
all. Yeah,
Um, Becky, they've got 5 acres, and it's gorgeous. It's uh, hilly, but not too hilly. Um, it's got it's
yeah,
got such a mountainous feel there that you feel like you're camping because there's trees and boulders kind of on every little maybe 50 yards. There's some big boulder there.
yeah.
It's just so cool. The Themis Farms is awesome. Uh,
It's a oak, and if you guys know what manzanita is, it's a gorgeous tree, bush, shrub, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
yeah.
It's beautiful where we live, it really is, and the climate here is I like it a lot. I think the seasons are nice, and, it's really good. Yep.
Dad, Chris, 88 has a question for us. Um, guys, do you think we're in a bull run, or do you think there will be a market correction? I know a lot of YouTubers, a lot of crypto YouTubers right now that I've seen are like telling everybody that they're pulling the ejection handle. Like they're like, I've seen 2 people that I follow just be like, dude, I'm out. I am out. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? I think in the spirit of what we were talking about last week, Dad, because I want you to run on this one. I feel like this run and this set of events that is happening right now, from human adoption to governments and corporations and people like Bezos, like coming out in the media, and then ETFs, and then all these things, like the budding of these amazing new projects and new cryptos that we are all excited about. It kind of, to me, it just feels like kind of the run to end all runs. Like, just my feeling on it now is that we're just going to have a progressive, instead of this 3-4 year correction. It could be that because of markets and the way that things work. What we know from nature is that nature balances itself out. I think people do the same thing.
Mhm.
Um, but we're at the genesis of this new era of technology, and it's not going away. We've got, AI is totally in our face now. If you're not using this for your job, if you're not, investing
Yeah.
with this, if you're not looking at these 20, AI apps, you're missing out. And so there's just going to be more and more steam building.
Yep, that's right.
So could there be market corrections? Of course, there will be market corrections.
Oh, yeah.
But will those be more and more artificial, Dad, do you think, versus this kind of maybe steady, building to what this is all really turning into?
Yeah. First of all, that's a great perspective, Brent. You nailed that. That's exactly what I would have said. Um, I somebody posted in here, and it's so true, and I was gonna mention this. Um, if you for the first time, I've noticed that coins move individually now. Like, it used to be you could, like, retrace every single chart, and you couldn't tell if it was Cardano or Quant. Like, they were is the identical movement, and they are all different now. Not all of them, but I mean, a lot of them kinda they have the same chart, but we're not like that anymore. And why? And you say, well, wait a minute, because people are figuring out this coin good, that coin bad. This coin is hype, that coin isn't. This one's functionally good. Institution is buying this group of coin or these functions of coin, right? And so they're separating from each other in a great way, which is maturity. It's becoming more mature of a market, of an industry, and it's growing its foundational use case, and people are understanding it. One of the things that blew my mind the other day was Larry Fink, as we all know, is the founder, or not? Yeah, I think he is one co-founder of BlackRock. If you guys didn't catch what he said yesterday, was mind blowing. I think it was Friday he said it. Um, I'm going to paraphrase the whole thing, but essentially he said, "Well, if you live in a place, he didn't name a country, but if you live in a place where your government is spending out of control or creating more digits in dollars, monetary unit wherever the country is, and they're abusing that, your best use case to get out of that system is Bitcoin." Here's the man who is Mr. Government, Mr. All of it. We all know that. He was all ESG. He was part of that whole thing, that whole big movement. Now they're even flipping on the ESG thing. Now they're starting to come back to the realization that, wait a minute, Bitcoin uses all this mining power, but it's actually good. It's like the whole narrative is turning around, and people with smart money, look at all the billionaires that have sold their stocks over the last month or two. And see, the naysayers and the doubters and the sky is falling guys are looking at these billionaires and saying, "Oh, wow, he sold a bunch of stock. That means stocks are going to crash." Well, maybe, or maybe they're selling a bunch of stock to buy a bunch of gold, buy a bunch of farmland, and buy a bunch of crypto. Okay. You ever think about that? Like, he can't just trade stock for crypto. He has to cash out, which is not what he wants to do because he's going to take capital gains, and then he has to go buy something with it. I did a video not long ago about this. Why would a billionaire cash out to take a tax event? You can say, "Oh, because the stock market's crashing, he's getting out." Well, if he was worried about the stock market crashing, he wouldn't be selling 1% of his allocation, would he? He'd be selling more like 50, and none of them are doing that. But they all understand, well, if I've got $1 billion or 2 laying around and I can buy $1 billion worth of crypto and I buy the top 10 cryptos, I'm pretty good, man. I got that covered. That base is now covered. My bean counters have been telling me this for 2 years, and now I finally got off my tail and I covered my family and my future family's tail in case crypto is it going forward. The other thing they're investing in is AI. So I know it's a long answer to a great question, but the bottom line in my heart and my understanding is bonds are dying a rapid death, and people don't want any part of them anymore. It's like, why lock up my money with a 5 and 10% return over the next however many years when crypto is, I don't know, Bitcoin's up 45% for the year? Why would you do that? And the more stable and the more billionaires and the more industry that comes into crypto coins, exactly what you just explained, Brent, the less volatility we're going to have and more steadily going up because it's in its infancy. I mean, just to catch gold, it has to go 10x from where it is, just Bitcoin, 10x. And the rest of the crypto has to go 10x. That gives you, like, when I talk to gold bugs about this, it's like, okay, well, gold already has almost $12 trillion in it. How's it going to double if you got to come up with another 12 trillion? Yeah, good luck with that. Okay, like, a way easier return on investment to go from 1 trillion to 2 trillion than it is for them to go from 12 trillion to 24 trillion on a relic. That's simple math.
Yep.
And when you explain it to people like that, they're like, "Yeah, well, you don't understand. It's more important than crypto." And I'm like, well, I don't believe that, because when I walk around in the streets, I don't see anybody with a gold coin, and I see everybody with a phone in their hand. Done.
Hello.
That's done. Now,
Yeah.
Does that mean you shouldn't own any gold or silver? No, I think you should. Especially, yeah, especially if you can afford, some silver. Lay some around the house. If we
We've
go
we've
Mad
all we've all
Max,
studied history. We know it goes down.
sure,
Those
yeah,
things have value. Always have.
yeah. And to bluntly answer the question, yeah, I think bonds and stocks could really have a setback. Will that bring crypto down? Yeah, probably to, the level of 25 to 50%, possibly. But are you the guy that's staring at a bull market and you're going to jump off a bull market you've been waiting 800 days for at this price? Uh, I'm not. That's
Yeah.
okay if you can. You know, I'm not.
No, no.
Where are you going to put your money? Okay, let's say
Mhm.
you've sold your crypto. Dude, man, I bought Bitcoin at $15,000. It's $70,000 now. I'm cashing out. To what? Where are you going with it?
Yeah,
I'm
that
asking. I don't have any
that
good
is a
answers for that.
great point, man. It's a
Yeah,
great point. It's like you said, the growing strength of the industry itself, the more solidified foothold that it has. And we're not seeing them race out the door right now. We're seeing them sell off 1% and grow, you know, little crypto communities, committees
yeah,
in their corporations.
yeah.
And that's that.
It at
Yeah,
some
what are
point,
you? Yeah, you're going to sell it now, but when are you going to buy back in?
yeah,
I
at some point you understand the network effect of what all this is. And it's
Mhm,
the network effect of your let's go back to it changed camera. The cell phone changed cameras. The cell phone changed calculators. The cell phone changed communication. It changed even I knew people, you guys know this. I used to know a lot of repair companies for computers. They were everywhere on every corner. The cell phone destroyed that whole industry on top of this. What's happening now is crypto is coming after money. The way the cell phone came after Kodak and Texas Instrument, if you remember those guys that used to make the calculators,
mhm.
crypto's coming after money now. We're we're there. We're not maybe anymore. And now we're starting to realize we don't need the money to print it or the government to print it for us because they're not trustworthy. Again, I bring this up all the time. They've taken the most prosperous nation in the history of mankind so far, the US, and indebted it to the most a country has ever been in debt without a total catastrophe, right? How did we do that? How did you go from being so rich to so damn poor with good leadership? You didn't. You don't have good leadership. Is how you went. So now what does that bring? That brings opportunity. So what did the cell phone do? It saw the opportunity of making a better camera, easier camera. It saw the opportunity of making a easier digital uh, computer. It made an easier calculator. What
Yeah,
is crypto doing?
they all
Easier
had to go
money.
software.
Yeah.
It went from hardware to software in my
Yeah.
generation.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's here. It's
Mhm,
adoption. And this adoption rate is just getting started on the S curve that I like to talk about. And the network effect of all of the things I just described is all of those things that blows people's minds. But then when you look back at it, you're like, God, how come I didn't see that? Man, it was right there. You and I do see it. You and I are pulling this move off and we're nailing it. Okay. We're not going to mess around with Shiba Inu. I mean, you can if you want. I think Shiba is going to make people a whole lot of money. I'm not trying to say that. But
mhm.
is it a technological revolution for the future use of mankind? No, because it's not serving the purpose that XRP is serving. or that XLM is serving, or that even Cardano is serving, or Bitcoin, or even Ethereum. It's just not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my friends is getting into crypto, and he complimented he brought up some project to me yesterday that I'd never heard of. And I was like, "Oh, I no, man, I don't know what it is. What does it do?" And he's like, "Oh man, that's so cool that you would say that. That you would be that you're the humble guy about all this, and that you would ask what it does." And I told him, I'm like, that's question number one. What does
Yeah.
this project do for people? Period. How does this advance our ability to make things easier for ourselves?
Yeah.
And then you can get into, okay, well, what's the stability of the company that built it? Is it doing something new? Is
That's right.
it is it going to have a wide reach, or is it just going to be, regional? Like what, then you can start answering all the questions, but um that's where I want to get now before I ever go out and buy anything. I mean,
Yeah.
I want that.
No,
I
that's
want
right.
that for everybody in this chat, for both of us, Dad. It's like Shiba's cool. Shiba could be a little home run for you, and we all want those.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
do.
yeah. No, people are going to get really, really well off on Shiba. Don't get me wrong about that. Yeah.
But from a historical perspective, we've talked about this.
Yeah.
It's look what happened in the the beginning of computers and computer companies. There everybody started making one.
Yeah.
Everybody started making a blockchain. What
Yeah.
happens? We can't use them all. They or some of them do the exact same thing. One might be faster, but this one might have a better company and a better future. So
That's
they're
right.
they're the one that thrives, right? So
Yeah.
it funnels in, it balances itself out. The cream rises to the top, and
Yeah.
so
But like,
tracking that and following that, I think will be my guess is that those things like XRP will be the better long run.
yes.
That's
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
something
for sure.
something very, very important for people and for
Yeah.
money transfer globally.
You, you have
So
to
important.
remember, I got into crypto pretty early. Well, not early, but I mean, I got, especially when it came to ICOs, we got in early. Okay.
Mm.
I got in the ICO boom. How many of those coins are around now? And they were explosive. People made millions of dollars in a month, millions for nothing. And it was crazy, that boom. Um, the the use case wasn't there. I mean, the coins that made it through were your basic, Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin. They just never were overtaken by these up and coming scam coins. Not scam coins, but they were they had a great use case and a great white paper, and people jumped in and they made a lot of money, but they got out really quick. And then, it's kind of a pump and dump, if you will. Those don't happen like they used to. They do, but there's like 20,000 of them now. Like, how are you gonna get involved in any of that? It's very difficult to do that. But
Mhm.
Shiba's not going anywhere. I just don't see it. I mean, unless we have a massive mega crash and we get into poverty days in the world, then all those kind of coins will be out. But yeah, I want to answer. Shane had a question. Was it Shane? Um, he said, "Well, when XRP hits $10, what will it draw back down to?" And I'm like, um, hmm. First
Will
of
it?
all, yeah, it will. I mean, it will pull back, but I don't see it stopping at 10. If that thing gets over $1, you're looking at 15 to 18 is pretty much That's the Elliott wave number. That's your 33%. That's your 30x from the 50. If it breaks through, yeah, that's my number. I don't see it stopping at 10. It'll hit that hard number of 10, and it'll bounce on it or just get above it and use it for support. But then once that happens and it gets beyond it till like 11, it's going directly to 15 to 17. It's all over the chart. You can look it up. It's pretty simple.
The person I follow the closest that does charting says the exact same thing. Exact same thing. 16,
Yeah.
$17.
15 to 17. Yeah. It's not going to stop at 10. And then it's pulled back. We'll again, if we have the traditional bear market that we've had in the past, the 4-year cycle, then I could see it pulling back to, yeah, it could go as low as a couple of dollars or its previous all-time high, like $3, $3.30, $3.80, somewhere in there. Yeah. Yeah, it got rejected again at 61 cents. Great call out. It doesn't have the momentum behind it yet, guys. It just when it does, though, when it breaks through, I did a video on this. When it breaks through 75 cents. Yep. Yep.
I don't know if there's anybody more patient than XRP Army at this point. It's one thing to yo-yo. It's another thing to be steady.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder. It does make you wonder, but
yeah,
with you, Dad. What I mean, once it hits $1, it's dude.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
Everything else done. Everything else has done that and gone supersonic. It's gone 30x. You know.
Nice. Look who's in the house, Brent. Wayne's in the house. Crypto Truth.
Oh, nice.
Look
Wayne,
at you
what's up,
guys.
man? Look at you guys.
Watch her just try to figure out how to stream live. Yeah, right?
Nice. Yeah. Little father-son angle, Nice, wholesome quality content.
Wayne was a man I went down and met. He lives not far from where I live. And I went down and hung out with him for a couple hours. Him and some of his people he works with. Dave, I want to say his name was. I don't know. I can't remember now. But sorry, Dave, if that is it. But Wayne and I were hanging out by the pool in Vegas last show in May. And we met all kinds of people. It was really good fun. Yeah, it was good stuff.
That's so
it's
cool.
Good to meet people, because I just get to see their, avatars or whatever. I don't get to really meet them. Yeah. Couldn't bring myself to buy Shiba. Went with G-Backs because of the case. Yeah. Hey, look, use case makes sense to me. I mean, if it's providing a service for mankind, it's going to work. Mm-hmm. Or like I'd say, a bigger coin or company will adopt its technology and buy those coins out. That day is yet to come. I really believe we're going to see a lot of that in the next 5 to 10 years. Bigger companies buying other people's code or their social media groups come along with it. Yeah, almost like stocks have been doing forever. Acquisitions, if you will. Yeah.
Sean sent me a cool one yesterday, Dad. It was we've both followed VeChain forever. VeChain wants to tokenize everything, essentially. Which to me at the time when I was reading that, I was like, it's brilliant. Tokenization of somebody mentioned it. Larry Finks came out and said it. Name was Randall. I forget who said that, but the tokenization of real life assets is the future of this whole thing.
Yeah.
The creation of smart contracts, the future, right? When it's not just us getting our cryptos into our little private wallets and getting that figured out, that is like to me phase 2. That's super adoption.
It is. Did he send you the Walmart article?
That's what I was getting at. Thanks, Dad. So
Yeah.
correct me. I skimmed through it, but so VeChain teamed up with Walmart a couple years back, and Walmart used VeChain to basically make their like food market more efficient.
Yeah.
And I think the number, I think I'm correlating this right, that they said that they think they've saved $2 billion in that time.
And it was 200 million transactions.
Dude.
Yeah. In 1 year,
Amazing.
last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Um,
No, we're not sleeping on Flare. No, I don't sleep on Flare. Nope.
Still at the top of my list to dig into. That'll be for next week. I need to get that done.
How many weeks have you said that?
I know I've said that for like a year, but I just, there's so many, man. I'm still trying to, dig into all the little pieces of like XRP, and like XRP is just this giant, just trying to understand XRP. Just try to understand everything that you can about all that.
That's right.
And then, if you're us, you get into, Crypto Boss with Simon, and we're working on this right now, everybody. This is this serious business right here.
Huge.
I'm about a third of the way into this book now, and I know a lot from my parents on it, but ooh, that's just making a whole lot of sense right there. That's makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, I love this comment. We're inside the castle and the drawbridge is about to raise. Better get inside while you can. I almost feel like, in particular with Bitcoin, the bridge is already too high. I mean, how many people can afford 70K for a whole coin? Like nobody anymore, unfortunately. And I've been talking about buying Bitcoin for, I don't know, since 2017. But it's getting to the point now where you have to be pretty wealthy. And the bummer is in 2 or 3, 5 years, however long it takes, it's going to be out of touch of people, and only the wealthy people will have Bitcoin. And then it's going to be one of those like, oh, all you rich people own those Bitcoin thing, and that whole scene's coming. And it's really a bummer because people could have really, changed their lives with that coin. And almost, I don't feel like it's too late, but I do feel like the drawbridge is kind of high for a lot of people to even think about buying Bitcoin at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Shay changed his name to Sam Bankman Fried.
Yeah. I did. I saw that
today, brother. You are rolling on the chat today, man. Thank you.
He is on it. He's like 2 monsters in or something.
Oh yeah. Man. I'm drinking tea here, bro. I'm not even
there you
close
go.
to your level.
I'm working on a Celsius here today.
Oh.
We were playing poker until wee hours of the night last night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you or Elizabeth win?
Elizabeth won last night. Elizabeth wins every night, but she was the big winner at the table last night again.
Of course.
I was making a big comeback. I was down to like $17, and I played all the way back to. I guess I made like $60 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, we do poker first Saturday every month, or second Saturday, sorry, of every month. Yeah, it's fun.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, everybody's saying Songbird. Check out Songbird.
Yeah, Hoofty has a goal of being a whole coiner one day. I know there's many people that are looking at, I think a lot of people have the strategy. I'm going to buy altcoins And when they go up 3 times as much as Bitcoin, I'm going to take that money and buy a Bitcoin. I think that's a solid strategy for the future if you really want Bitcoin that bad. And unfortunately, I think Bitcoin is going to outrun that strategy. I kind of wish it wasn't true, but it sure seems like it's going to be that way. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wayne. I call him Wayne. Crypto Truth. By the way, Wayne, we miss you, brother. Wayne was doing, I want to say, like a documentary TV
Yeah.
commercial about crypto, in particular Bitcoin. I think it was, I believe. But
Wayne,
anyways, really
Wayne, if you
cool.
still got my number, man, call me.
Yeah,
Call me.
yeah.
I think I have yours, so I'll text you at least.
He made a wise move. A lot of us could do learn from this. He's a very wise man. He said, "Alan, I'm pushing away from social media as it has become an obstruction to my happiness in my life." And I went, "Roger that, brother. Hey, I'm down with that. You do you, Wayne." And
Yeah.
it's great advice for all of us out there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, put your phone down every now and just get out and smell the flowers, you know? You gotta do it. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been doing too much of that lately, and it's time to go back outside. I'm If it would turn into summer already, happy daylight savings, everybody. I'm
Yeah.
ready. I'm over winter. I'm over
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I know I'm a Californian Floridian, okay? I know I'm spoiled, rotten. I'm over it.
Who grew
Ready.
who
I
grew
wanna
up in
go to
it.
the beach. I wanna go outside every day, and I don't want it to be cold anymore. I grew
No.
up in the snow. I'm over
Yeah.
it, man. I'm over it. No,
Yeah.
I love it all, man. We've been so lucky with our last winter. Our state needed it so bad.
Yeah. Will, yes, I know Velo. Yeah. It's a cool project. I'm not involved in it, but I know what it is.
Shay and I
I've
will
got a
both hold one XRP. That's for sure. We will definitely have one full one. California
I've got a
raisin bread.
I got a chicken pecking at my door here, man.
Can you
I hope
can
you
you
guys can hear
can
that.
you point the camera at him, Dad? We'd like to see this.
There she is,
There he is.
right there, pecking at my door.
By the way, everybody,
Hey.
the trailer in the background is where all the pig feed is, all the seed.
Yeah, can you guys
So
see through there? It's kind of sunny. That's my trailer. I can't see the pigs in the background, probably. That's
no.
my farm back that way. Chicken peckers I got here. God's
Uh-huh.
sakes. Um, let's see. What do
Yes,
we
sir.
got? Some questions. I got to get moving here, guys. We got I'll tell you guys, other than the politics, California is really hard to beat. Other than the politics. But
Yeah. And the
yeah,
taxation.
there's that. Yeah. Yeah. So uh henpeck, that's right, alchemist. There's a rooster and a hen there. And yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah, thanks XRP slave. A lot of people were into. I'll do another one here pretty quick. I'll walk you guys through the property. And again, as
Yeah.
I've I've built a few things since then, and I'm building something right now. I'm actually doing a short little documentary of the building of my sauna right now. Sauna, sorry.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be fun. So I don't know where I'll
I
post
loved
it.
hearing what you're gonna do with it. I think it's perfect.
Yeah. And then I'm probably gonna build a hot tub of some sort. Um, I have a
Mhm.
really good we have cedar forests right straight back behind where I live. And I'm getting really good native Western red cedar at a great price. So I think I'm going to make a hot tub out of it. But I love that kind of stuff. I just love building things, guys.
Becky
Really do.
asked if you're going to do the garden again this year, Dad.
We
I'm
are,
asking.
Becky. We are doing a big garden this year. And we did not last year only because last year's winter was so big and it got us behind. And my pig farm became a hippopotamus farm. So it was literally they had to swim from the water trough to the feed trough. Anyway, thank God pigs love water and mud, but it was a
Yeah,
mud mess. And by the time we got around to it, we just did the little greenhouse, which it's Elizabeth and I, you know what I mean? It's like we don't need a lot. But we love growing like fresh beets and we love radishes and carrots and all the stuff you grow in a garden that we really felt like we missed out on last year. So we're going to do a garden this year for sure. And I've actually hired a local kid who I call him a kid. He's in his 30s. Who's was recommended to me by the church, the local church, and he's a bit down and out and he needs some help. So I was like, yeah, man, let's get him over to help us out because I need help and he needs help. And it's a great little way to go, And so he's going to help us with a lot of stuff. He worked in a nursery for a while, so he kind of knows what he's doing. And now I've changed the access to the garden so that I can actually get my small tractor in there. My tractor's right next to the trailer. I don't know if you probably couldn't see that. I'll show you guys the tractor and all that stuff one day. Yeah.
nice. Cool comment, Joanna. Thanks for expanding on our VeChain talk too. Yeah, the red cedar symbolism, the tree is sacred for many cultures. It's called the tree of life because of its longevity and constant greenery.
And also remember, we have the giant sequoias in the same forest right next to it, and they are spectacular. And they're right up the hill from me, and they're spectacular. Their presence when you're in a redwood forest or sequoia forest in particular, because there is a difference between redwood and sequoias. The redwood's up on the coast of California, northern coast, Oregon, and the sequoia is it's hard to tell a red western cedar from a sequoia when they're young. They look a lot alike until they get older, and then it's amazing. And the wood has that cedar smell forever. They call it scented cedar or whatever I can't remember what they call it. Anyway, it never loses that smell. So I'm gonna give you guys a tour of the sauna and that whole thing that I'm building right now. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And saunas actually add time and quality to your life with the people that you share it with and enjoy your life together. And it's also very good for your health. That's not necessarily why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I like to spend more quiet time with my wife and less time us talking to each other while we're staring at our phones. That's really why I'm doing it. But yeah.
I'm writing
Yeah.
to the good people.
Yep. We have I have a small Colonian pine forest at the side of my garden. They're all so beautiful. Oh yeah, trees are amazing. The oak trees that I have here are black oaks. If you guys have ever seen them, that the walnut, the center of the wood looks like walnut. It's absolutely, it's good stuff.
Man, I love the chat, everybody.
Yeah,
We covered a lot of ground in an hour, didn't we?
we
A lot of
did.
food today. I think we're a little hungry. We're all a little
Yeah,
hungry right
a lot
now.
of food talk.
Yeah.
right? Speaking of, I've got to
Really?
get after
Great.
it.
All
Yeah.
right. We're gonna go get after it. You all go get after it too. Everybody enjoy your Sunday. Thank you for being here with us always. We're gonna obviously try to keep these Sunday lives around the same time. You know, around 1 p.m. Pacific. We were a little late today, but we'll try to keep it right in that zone. And I'll try to post the link a little bit earlier so y'all know when the start's coming. But yeah, hey, good to see you, Vibra. Yeah,
Nice.
Irving
Fiber's in
is
the house.
unknown last name. Use the force.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Irving, we will stay blessed for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
Hope Breaker.
Much
All
love,
right.
Hope Breaker.
Christian, Al's Pond, Cody, love you guys, man.
Man,
So
I
cool
love
to have
these
you guys in
people,
the
Dad.
house.
I love,
It's too good.
I,
We don't deserve this.
yeah,
Take
this is
care,
epic.
Brittany. You as well. And
Take care, Brittany.
Wayno, text me, brother. Let's chat.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
still need to talk, Wayne.
Yeah. All right.
Every time I have a
Take care, Chris.
conversation with one of you on the phone, it's just the best. It's the best.
Yeah.
I want all the best stuff to happen for all of you in crypto.
JD1, JDan 6102. Is that in reference to Bitcoin? 6102. Interesting. I'm gonna have to get into that. Hoofty,
Hoofy.
Alspon, Becky. Thank you so much, Becky. Joanna, love you, girl. Thanks for everything you do for us, Joanna.
Thank you, Joanna.
Much appreciated. And it's not in reference to. Okay, you guys know what a 6102 is. Anyway, we'll get into that another day. That's too long a subject right now. It's nothing kinky or weird or anything. It's just it's a code.
Yeah, we know you do too, Slave. We feel it. We feel
Yep.
it. We all of us clearly want the best for people.
Yeah, Robert Driscoll, thank you, man. All right. Let's do this thing, Brent.
All right, everybody. We'll catch you all on the next one.